Okay, very quickly, blocking. Blocking was a phenomena originally discovered by a researcher named Kamen, and it's a very interesting procedure because it illustrates some phenomena that we need to account for. Um, we start by doing some Pavlovian conditioning, and let's say that we present a tone and then a US, and we do this until the tone elicits some conditioned response. Now what we do is we put together the tone with a light, and what we call this is we call this a compound stimulus. It's when two discrete or two single stimuli are put together in compound, we call it. And then we run some more conditioning trials. And then in the test we present one element of the compound individually, and then we present the other element of the compound. And in our test, the tone still elicits the conditioned response following our original conditioning, but the light elicits nothing. And this phenomena was called blocking, and what we say is that the tone blocked conditioning to the light. Now, there's no conditioning. Blocking means that there's no conditioning to a new stimulus when paired with a previously conditioned stimulus. Why is this the case? And the theory that's been proposed is this, and that is that as we go through conditioning trials, what we see is that the intensity or the magnitude of the conditioned response increases over successive tone US trials. And if you'll notice, this is what the Rescorla-Wagner theory predicts, is that the increase between any two trials becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. But when we get to asymptotic levels of performance, this is the highest that the conditioned response can go. Okay, when we reach asymptote, we say we're not going to get any more conditioning up here. The dog can only salivate 11 drops. You can only blink so fast. Following tone US trials, whatever the behavior, whatever the two stimuli are, it doesn't really matter. But what we see is then when we present the tone light US, we don't get any change. We don't see any new learning going on. And what the theory of blocking is that the light is what we call a redundant stimulus. It doesn't give the animal any information about what's coming. It doesn't tell the animal that the US is coming. The tone tells the animal that the US is coming. The tone predicts the US. The light is not really important because the tone has carried all the work, and that's why we don't get any conditioning. So we're going to talk a little bit about this next time, about equipotentiality, it's called. Answer the question of equally conditionable stimuli. And I'm going to cut out here and talk about Pavlovian conditioning and therapy in the next little video.